Ow!
Hey,
I think we need
Hi.
a new intro.
guys,
Says the old
welcome.
man.
Too old for this.
Is your back broken?
No.
You can break his back, Jen. You're Bane.
The Batman.
Hey guys, welcome to the actual 4th episode of Friendship Friday, and today we're talking about finals. We're going through them right now. We're all tired. It's the end of the semester, and we're all dying. I'm not even.
Where are you, Christmas?
Right?
There goes the ball.
Technically, we're all dying. Slowly.
You know,
Yeah, from the day we're born. Sorry.
Thanks,
Continue.
no, it's just Christmas is around the corner, but between us and Christmas, there's these final exams.
Or
and it's-
projects or
Yeah.
whatever.
Essays.
Essays, art pieces, scripts.
I can't even exert the regular energy I have for this show because I'm so tired. You
It's
know,
gonna be a really low-key episode, everyone.
Yeah.
I turned in a 13-page essay yesterday, and like it was for art history, and I really hate art history. Like art history is.
This is
the
why I
bane of my
didn't take art
existence.
history, because I knew that was shit. Like, I know I hate art
Yeah.
history.
No, it's art history though.
Ooh, struggled too.
Yeah. What are you?
Oh yeah, what are you talking about?
you have an essay, right? What
I do.
which one is
I still
it?
have one.
History of animation?
Yeah, history.
But it's animation though. That's
So
nice.
it's not
That's true.
as bad.
It's not as bad.
What is it about?
Animation.
I don't know yet.
Oh,
Oh, he's fucked.
that's great.
We had to write a 10-page essay once.
Oh yeah.
Single
space.
If-
Single space.
Do you know the difference between single spaced and double spaced? Like, there's a huge fucking
That's like
difference.
21 pages double spaced.
They wrote single spaced.
We locked
Essay.
ourselves in the classroom
We're in a classroom.
for like 24 hours.
Yeah.
I did not see or hear from them. All I know is that they really hated themselves.
We were going crazy by the end.
Dude.
I think we went out for IHOP at
We did.
5:30.
Hey, that was nice.
We used to do a lot of IHOP runs.
Yeah.
What happened to those?
That was a really sad pause. It was a very poignant
Well, they're
sad
still now.
pause.
I mean,
Maybe that's why. Maybe because we got too busy with finals, final exams.
Sad
can never be too
Project.
busy for pancakes.
So my teacher announced today, like, okay, so he was like, so on the syllabus it says, yes, your final is cumulative, and I hate cumulative.
Oh,
finals.
that's the worst.
Whoever invented
Even
cumulative
before the
fin-
midterm.
Yeah, like
Oh.
like
that
from
sucks.
before, like you already tested us on half the stuff. We applied it, and now you're testing us on all the stuff. He was talking about the final today, and then he was like, so he said it was cumulative, and then he was like, because I was so impressed with your projects, it's not cumulative. So I only have to study a little bit less than I was going
Still have
to.
to study half the year though.
No, but I mean, I wasn't really gonna. I'm gonna study, but like, oh, and also he didn't just give us like a huge giant list of like, you know when they give you essay questions and they're
Yes.
like, they just give you like 15
Oh
and
my
they're just
God,
gonna like
yes.
test you on 5. He gave us just the ones he was gonna put on the test, and we can pick 5.
Wow.
You know, the ones I pick are never on the test.
That's why you do like
Ooh.
enough. You have to calculate how many you actually have to study. You can leave off like one
They
or two.
require thinking though. I don't
Dude,
wanna do that. Math.
I actually did that math once because I wanted to know the least amount I had to study to get an A.
It's probably
good.
smart.
I had an A. And also that kid who walks out first and still gets a good grade.
Oh yeah, she's really fast.
I-
I've never seen anything like it.
Kind of annoying actually.
My first philosophy class, I remember finishing in like 20 minutes because I practiced like hella. And then I was done in 20 minutes. I sat there for an extra 5, like, I don't want to be here. So I just like got up awkwardly while everyone was still writing and was like, here you go. And he's like, you're done? I'm like, yes, goodbye. And then I left and I could feel everyone's eyes on me as the freshman walked out of the class.
Damn. Man, you show those upperclassmen.
Yeah, they were all like, they were the ones who put off like taking the lower division philosophy.
I'm actually terrible at final exams. Relatable final exams, because I had a laws of film final today, and I can relate a lot because I'm a film student, but final exams like modernism.
Modernism.
I don't know why I,
was
call
like,
it modernism.
It's like what the
I'm,
heck is modernism?
I'm so tired I called it modernism.
Promoters out.
Yeah, man. Wow,
You
this
guess
this
you
modern art.
Stalled.
We need to have a pun jar in this show,
Yeah.
like where you have to actually pay like quarters and stuff every time you make a pun.
Yeah.
I used to have
That's
to do
Evan.
pull-ups.
Yeah, pull-ups is too much work.
I'd rather have final papers than final exams.
Yeah, the people.
I'd rather
No, I
have a
talked to this
final
one
exam.
guy the other day who was like, I'd rather have a final exam. Is that you?
I'd rather have a final exam.
You'd rather have a
Because
final
like it
exam?
takes me like 48 hours to write a paper, but it takes 2 hours to take a test. So I'd rather just get it over with.
But the test you have to study. Like hours before. Maybe because we're writers.
Yeah.
Because we just bullshit for like 2 hours and we're like, we're done, goodbye.
because it takes me longer to write
Yeah,
than it would to like.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen his outlines, they're so beautiful and detailed. And I'm like, I just write that shit out the first time.
I'm proud of my outlines.
No, your outlines are
No, the
The
beautiful.
paper looks
Good.
nothing like the outline, but you know.
I mean, your outlines are beautiful. It's just such a phenomenal waste of time for us.
Yeah.
That's why it takes me like 48 hours straight.
Straight, like broken up 48 hours total.
Hmm.
We just take like 2 or 3.
I hate how everything is like final exam period is so close. Like the range is like, I mean, the range is 1 week, but at the same time you have
It's like
like
one after the other.
5 classes of final exams, final projects. Like, oh, it's overwhelming. And sometimes I'll procrastinate, but even if I don't procrastinate, like it's awful. And
Yeah.
sleep is gone, and I'm tired all the time.
And there's this point where you just enter this threshold of, this is it. This is all I can manage.
Yeah.
And you're like, I give up. That's it.
Yep.
I'm just gonna take the test now.
What is the worst final you guys have ever had? Freshman year when we took philosophy.
Oh yes.
It was the hardest
Yep.
class in the world. Actually, the hardest part was because my class was at 9, so then the final got moved to 8.
Yeah. They changed the
They
time.
changed because normally you were at 8 and I was at 9, but for the final
Oh my
I was at
God.
8 and you were at 9.
Oh. Hey.
Everybody,
It's
Skylar.
You want to come join us? He just did a stand up. It was amazing.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about
Finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Come join the couch of friendship.
Well, I would love to stay, but
You're not coming?
I have 5 essays to write
Speaking
by
of
the end of
finals.
this weekend.
Speaking of finals.
Hey,
face
that
of
was in the
finals.
stand up.
That was in the stand up. He was brilliant.
Thank you, Skylar.
Thanks,
I will
guys.
see you guys later. You
Yep.
guys have fun.
You too.
You too.
Goodbye.
Actually, you know what? Philosophy was. There's a worse one. Like, out of all the finals, like I'm really good at bullshitting, and 2, I'm really good at filling up, like, questions with answers that I may or may not know. But the most the most bullshit final I've ever taken was Japanese 101. In context, there's like, you know,
I am Japanese. I
Jen
can
knows
speak
every-
Japanese.
Yep.
I'm Japanese
You're Japanese, but you can't speak Japanese.
Evan and I took Japanese 101 sophomore year.
because we thought it'd be fun.
It was from class.
I had fun taking Japanese, but it was my easy A's.
Yeah, and she kind of like, Jen kind of like helped us out with Japanese, but in the final exam, there was so much like hiragana and katakana and like
I'll be honest.
kanji.
Kanji's the worst.
At one point, so I finished the first half of the final exam for Japanese 101, and then come the second half, everything's Japanese. So like,
Yeah.
there's conversation
yeah.
fillers. So, like person A says blah blah blah. Don't know what that means. How do you respond? I don't know. And like,
I think I wrote some answers in English.
I was just like, write anything in English because I was so like stupid enough that I just wrote Japanese symbols that
Just
may or may
random
not
ones.
mesh together.
What'd you get on the final?
I have no idea, but I ended up with a B.
You know
What'd you
the
end up
worst
with?
though. I think I ended up with a B too.
B?
But I had a
Hey.
98 going into it.
Oh.
98.
Oh,
going into
no.
the exam and
The
I got a
worst
B.
though was we had to do the memorization flashcards.
Oh yeah.
Because we were supposed to like match hold up the symbol,
Yeah.
the hiragana, and then say what it was, like a, I, u, or o. And I had planned it so that I had stacked them all, so that I knew the order. I memorized the order, so then I would just go through. But I don't know, for some reason, like I got really nervous, and like I was going through, and I didn't meet like the time limit. I was like 15 seconds off, and she's like, "Oh, that's okay. Do it again." And she like flipped them and handed them back.
Oh, no.
But now they're like upside down, so like
He
it
didn't remember
was in
his
reverse
alphabet
order.
backwards.
Oh man.
So it was all backwards, and I got like 2 minutes longer the second time because I didn't actually study.
I'm sorry, Evan.
That's why you don't memorize the order.
That's why
Japanese
you ask
101.
people for help. I don't think I've.
Don't say you don't have a bad final.
I know it's
She's
not like
never
I-
had
Never
a
had a bad
bad final.
final.
This is Jen Pierce we're
We're
talking
done.
about.
Okay, the hardest class I ever took was this upper division theology because it was all this reading. And while I say the class is hard, I don't know. I think the final was okay.
That's your worst final. The
Wait,
final
what? That was
okay.
your story?
Okay, but like, I don't know. I don't remember it. I think I just, it was just like any other final. I just bullshitted. I just wrote real fast and I left.
Finals.
I didn't really like Burgos's final, but only because I felt it was super bullshit.
Burger.
Oh yeah.
Like, we watched East of Eden, which I actually liked, but like, and then we had to like write essays on it the next week, and we already did 2 projects, and I really sucked in that class.
Yeah.
So
It was really subjective too.
yeah. Evan was in one of my films for that class, and everyone loved him.
Dude, check out Space Cops.
Wait,
He was legit. They were like,
the Space Cops one? Or is
yeah,
it-
yeah. They were like, your Asian actor is so good. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know, right?
You
'Cause it was-
cast me like the day before.
Yeah.
So is Skylar.
Sky was in it too. He was phenomenal. He really helped out. I had to lie and say that they were both
Oh,
theater
that we were both
kids.
the.
Like, it's true of Sky, but it's not true of him.
I'm not a
And they were
theater.
like, oh yeah, we can tell he has talent.
You have a lot of talent, Evan.
Cool.
No.
Strangers have told me so.
It's dangerous. It must be true.
I took my last final ever, like about 3 hours
For
ago.
this semester.
No, for like my
Oh.
life. 'Cause-
Oh, written final.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean I'm taking creative writing
Oh,
classes.
right.
So I'll never take another final exam.
My
For my
final-
undergraduate.
My final is next week.
Yeah, and like
Yeah, your final.
you and I were talking about it like a while ago, where it's I mean you feel kind of sad, cause it's like coming down to like, yo, we don't have final exams anymore. We don't feel this stress that we've had for the past 4 years. It's a love-hate relationship,
Yeah.
and more
Mostly
hate.
Mostly hate.
Mostly hate. I think you missed like the class more than the final.
Because I missed
Yeah,
the class.
I'm just a masochist then.
Yeah.
Masochist? It's a
Masochist.
Massachusetts.
It's okay. It's okay. You're almost there. Finals are one of those things that we love going back to school, and then you go through the pressure and you hate it. But then, I don't know, it's like, because of all of this, you gained something, even if it was a terrible class, and you got better out of it. And whether or not the final tested you on that isn't really how the class was for you.
Yeah.
That experience is always with you, and I think that's what I remember the most from
yeah.
separate classes. I don't really remember finals, mostly because it takes me 30 minutes, but I remember most of the classes.
Wow.
This girl.
Do you remember our sociology final?
Yes. That was I love Professor Kim though.
She
Dr.
was
Kim was
fine.
great. I got an A in
Dr.
that
Kim.
class.
Wow.
I
not
also got an
bad.
A, but
With
I
more
remember-
finesse though.
Mm.
Jen finished with like a grade A. I finished with like almost failing
Almost.
to an A minus. Sorry, Asian stuff.
after the final, I remember sitting outside
Yeah.
for like ages
Damn.
waiting for Carl to come out.
Hey, got
That's why
that
no
A
one wants to take
though.
finals. anymore.
I ain't stressing. It's creative finals.
Creative finals
man.
take the most out of you because you're staying up all night, not studying but working, trying to meet that deadline. I guess that's more, but that's more like real life then,
Yeah.
as opposed to taking a test for 2 hours.
And regurgitating
Yeah, regard
knowledge you may or may not
blah.
care about.
And it
Or
depends
bullshitting
on
stuff.
how much like not a perfectionist, but how much like what goals you set for yourself.
Yeah.
It's like you can make it however good you have time for, right? So if you can keep pushing up to the last minute if you want.
This is like our last year of taking finals. I'm sorry I get so like sentimental about this, but like no more sentimentality. There's you get better at taking finals.
Yeah.
You get
Sorta?
smarter. You learn. You get smart about taking finals. Like the more you do it,
So bad,
the
Freddie.
more you realize how much you can shave off and still get a good grade. Like
Yeah.
how much studying you can shave off. Like
Yeah.
you study smarter.
Yeah, I didn't procrastinate.
Don't study less. Study smarter.
Yeah,
Study
efficiency,
Efficiency.
Time management.
time management. I didn't procrastinate at all for these finals. Like
You didn't actually.
Yeah, my research paper. It was like, okay, this is due in 3 weeks. Let's start it now. And I did.
This
and
is
like,
a new
it took
development
forever.
for Carl.
New. It
He's
felt
a
good.
new man.
I'm happy.
Happy.
Yeah, we were really bad, I think, when first starting out too. I remember studying with you at like 3 in the morning and not remember anything.
Freshman year?
Yeah. Philosophy.
Yeah. I fell asleep on the floor.
I didn't
Yeah.
procrastinate freshman year. I was really good. In sophomore year, I did.
That was actually the worst final for me.
Philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was at 8 a.m. And then I fell asleep.
Connolly's was at 8 a.m.
8 a.m. finals in general are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connolly's final was easy though.
Connie. No, because the philosophy one was at 8 a.m. I don't know. You weren't awake because yours was at 9. No, because it involves Carl because it was we were next door. No, because I like grabbed my toothbrush and everything, and I like went to the bathroom, but I forgot my door key.
Oh no.
Oh my
So
god! I did that once.
I was in
Anyway.
the bathroom in my underwear, and then I was like,
I didn't do that.
Wait.
Oh no.
I don't have my door key. So like
Ryland home?
Yeah, so my roommate, he was in there, but he's a pretty kind of heavy sleeper. So I was like knocking
I
the
thought you said he
door.
was late.
Well, like not when like
Knocking.
yeah, and he was up really late the night before. So like I was knocking on the door, and he wouldn't answer. So I was like, well, he sleeps right next to the window. So like
Oh,
it was
no.
it was
You went outside.
In your
I
underwear.
ran around the building in my underwear, my underwear and my Crocs.
Oh,
No
like-
wonder this
Oh.
final was so
this was
bad.
the most scarring final I've ever taken.
I'm so sorry, Evan.
We were up till 3. I ran around the building in my underwear. And at one point I was like, what if I just went to my final like this? Like what would happen?
You've never told me this before.
I know.
Yeah,
this is
I think I knocked on your door too, but because I was like, I
no.
could just
Oh, no.
borrow shorts from Carl. No, but so I ran all the way around the building in my underwear, and there weren't that many people out, but people were like, just keep going.
It's college though.
It's college. So then I like get to my roommate's window and I was like knocking. He's like, what? Like he's like, what are you doing? He's like, can you open the door so I can get my pants? It's like, okay. So then I finally get into my room and I have like 10 minutes to book it across
Oh,
campus.
no.
It was like 10 to 15 minutes.
Where was your class?
It was in U-Haul, so it was all the way
Oh my
across
God, it's
campus.
across
It's U-Haul. It's the end of the building.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was the very
it takes 10 minutes to
first
walk across
floor.
the U-Haul building.
So I booked it all the way across campus, and I went into the final with a B, and I came out with a C.
All because of his
Oh,
pants.
Also because we stayed up till 3 the night before and I didn't remember anything. Also because it's philosophy. Like, how do you test someone on philosophy?
I got an A in philosophy.
You
I
know
wrote about
what?
the Hulk. I wrote about the Hulk.
Well, I wrote about what you're supposed to write about.
No, that was a good example. I can't remember what it related to now.
Dude. Finals, man.
Finals suck, but it's like a necessary evil for the real fun to begin. I
You
keep
just-
talking that over.
Man.
Knocked over our Pokeball.
We'll get through this. We'll be fine.
How many
Will we?
finals do you have?
Will
left?
we? I think we will.
What? How many?
4.
4. How
I
many of them are
believe in us.
papers?
1.
So you have 1 paper.
Good luck, friends.
Good luck to all of you guys too. We hope you guys study hard, study smart, and get those desirable grades, whether it be a C, B, or an A.
C is still passing.
C is still
C
passing.
is okay.
If the best you can do is a C, then props. Like,
yeah, C for
that's what I
cool.
learned in my college experience. Like, the best you can do is the best you can do. You gotta, that's,
Your best was always an A.
my best was not always an A. It's sometimes a B.
Ooh.
I
B
had
plus.
to
And
accept,
there you
I
have
had
it.
to accept that.
Did
Even
it
hurt.
kill you in the inside?
Even gods bleed.
Her kryptonite. What class was your kryptonite?
Oh, the stupid marketing class, because it was like
Oh.
95% math and a new programming system. So thanks, guys. Tell us about your final experiences down in the doobly-doo, and tell us what it's
It's the comment section.
It's the comment
Come on,
section.
man.
What is a doobly-doo?
Do you not watch enough?
Everyone knows what a doobly-doo is.
Tell us about your final experiences
In the doobly-doo.
in the doobly-doo. Tell us
Do
what else
tell
you want
us.
us to talk about. Any suggestions for us? Tell us about your feelings. We'll see you next time on Friendship Friday.
See ya.
Happy holidays.
Christmas is almost coming.
Christmas is coming.
Someone's here. I give it a hug.